What's going on, people? It's your boy Tops back again, live for another Arsenal and Chill with my brother from another mother, Colin. And what a game to dissect. An embarrassing performance and result, losing 2-1 at home to Bournemouth to put our title hopes in jeopardy. But yeah, over to you, Colin. Colin, how you doing, my bro? And again, if you guys have not checked Colin out, make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Obviously, it's in the link and in the description. He did a mega reaction on the game. And yeah, man, he was not happy, man. But Colin, how are you feeling, bro?
My thoughts have not changed since I did that video. They're exactly the same.
Yeah.
All right. I have had enough of this manager. All right. The reason being is because, and again, it goes back to what I've been calling out for months. The football is garbage, bro. Like, honestly, it's really, really bad. Like, I don't even think I'm doing it justice by saying it's really, really bad. Like, if we're going to go in depth about it, right? If we're being real, no Arsenal fan enjoys watching us anymore. Like, if we're keeping it 100% a buck, no one enjoys watching us anymore. And if they say they do, then they're lying. Simple as that. All right? Now, all I've heard not even just today, just over the weekend.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, it's been embarrassing. I've heard people blaming the players, putting no focus on the manager whatsoever. I've heard people blaming the fan base for the lack of atmosphere. Again, wrong. Yet no talk on the manager who spent $1 billion, who still tries to fit Havertz into a midfield, which we'll dissect that soon, trust. A manager who does not know his best 11 in April. That in itself is a disgrace. Like, because if you want to deep it, if you want to go through all the signings, Moreno, he signed as a midfielder. Ends up playing him as, what, a striker?
Yeah.
Havertz, signing midfielder again. Ends up playing striker because he can't play midfield. He wasted 50 million on Noni Madueke. That signing still makes no sense. But this was done in July? We're now in April. It still makes no sense. Like, I just need to wonder, right, whether I'm going mad or not, because I just don't see how he can take us forward, right? There's cracks in the foundation now, okay? And if we don't act in the summer, you risk going backwards. I'll be real, Tops. I want him gone in May. I'm not even being funny. I want him gone in May regardless. I don't give a shit. If he wins the league, fine. Don't care, all right? In my opinion, we are not beating Manchester City. If you can seriously look at how we're playing at the minute and say confidently that we can beat Man City, bro, you're on juice. I'm sorry, it's not happening. No bullshit. No laughing matter or nothing. Tops, can you honestly say to me that we're going to beat Man City playing the way we are?
No way. No way, man. I am not looking forward to that game at all, bro. At all.
No. And honestly, bro, the key point that I said in my video, right, where I can't do watch-alongs anymore because I can't stand this team. That's not just now. That's been months. We've been shit since the turn of the year. And if you want to deep it, go back further because we've been shit before that too. Right? We should have walked this Premier League. Saturday was an opportunity to go 12 points clear, put the pressure on City, make them doubt themselves a little bit. Do we do that? No. Why? Because we like to make it hard for ourselves. Don't understand why, but it is what it is. Another example, Wolves, 2-0 up, bottle it. Another example, Liverpool, they were on their knees. It's at the Emirates. What do? We show nothing. We show nothing. Another example, even better. Carabao Cup final. City on their fucking knees. Do we put pressure on them? No. Typical Arsenal fashion. Bottle it in the crunch moments, and I've had enough. Players have come in, players have gone out. What's the one trend between us fumbling the bag with all these players coming in and out? The manager. Simple as. Get them out. Don't care.
Nah, so it's some excellent points you've made, man, in terms of the manager misprofiling certain players, the fact he's had loads of money to spend, the fact that you said this would be the 4th year in a row where we're either expected to either challenge for the title or we're in a position where we should be challenging or winning the title and we've not got the job done. And for me, like you said, there's only one constant, man. Like, we've had changes of players. Like, before in 2022, 2023, we had Granit Xhaka. He's not here anymore. We had Aaron Ramsey. He's not here anymore. We had Thomas Partey, he's not here anymore. And the same kind of mental fragileness in terms of the players as well in these tough games all stems from the manager, bro. It all stems from him not knowing what to do. And this is why we always said, when it comes to these kind of situations where you need someone that's more experienced, that knows what he's doing, when it comes to actually getting over the line. And this is why a lot of us, where we were talking about kind of winning a trophy beforehand, before getting to the kind of the big kind of promised lands, because they're supposed to be easier to win, and it helps the kind of the players instill a little bit of winning mentality. But we lost the Carabao Cup final. We then get knocked out of the FA Cup. We then obviously lose to Bournemouth, and it's another cycle, bro.
Well, yeah, I forgot about Southampton. I forgot about that one. Thanks for mentioning
this is what I'm saying. This is what I mean, brother. It's like, when you actually deep it, man, we've had a terrible 2 or 3 weeks. Like, people kind of brush the Southampton one under the carpet because the main kind of excuse was, oh, we're going to win the league. But now we've lost to Bournemouth and we might not win the league now. Now it's literally in Manchester City's hands. If they win all their games, obviously their goal difference is getting better and better. They could win on goal difference, even if we win all of our games, bar the City results. So it's looking very, very peak, man. Big up everyone locked in the building, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to myself and Colin. Obviously, his link is in the description. Big up Chris. He says, big up lads, can't tune in, but left a like. As always, I'm currently recovering from a sore throat. Thanks to Gatpo staying on the pitch instead of Rio, who played a part in both goals. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you are well. Big up Normal Guy in the building. Says hello. Big up yourself, bro. I hope you're good. Obviously, Anfield's back in the building. Default settings. I called it, by the way. Obviously, talking about Arsenal potentially bottling it. Big up Normal Guy. Says just sub to Colin's channel, by the way. Big up Normal Guy for the support.
Big up, bro. Big up.
Big up, man. Big up Anfield. It says never compare Max Diamond to Rio. My boy Rio is miles clear. Says Anfield, only just sub to Colin. I'm sub to both guys on all my accounts who think is around 8. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's mental, Anfield.
Yeah, Jesus. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's going mad. Big him up, man. Big up Ozzy. Angie says, good evening, panel. Christian from AFTV is still backing this manager by saying Wenger got 9 seasons between 2005 to 2014 to win a cup. So by this logic, Arteta deserves until Christmas 2028 to win a trophy.
All right. Do you know what? I'm gonna pick you up on that, right? I'm not saying I disagree. I'm not saying I disagree with the overarching point. All right. Arsene Wenger had 3 league titles under his belt. That's why he got so long, right? Arteta has 1 FA Cup, right? And what's annoyed me is the fact that the AFTV lot, well, some of them, not all of them, but most of them, right, have consistently gone, blame the players, it's not the manager's fault, right? After Southampton, Robbie was like, oh, it's down to the players. Sorry, who sends the players out? Who sets the tactics up on the pitch? It's not the players. If it was, there'd be a much greater concern, because then the players have gone against the manager in that case. The fact is, the manager sets us up this way. And you can blame the players all you like. Yes, they have to take some accountability. Of course they do, right? But let's not shy away from criticizing the manager when he sets us up so negatively. This is the problem I had with Unai Emery when he was here.
Yeah.
He would set the team up in a negative way to a point where we wouldn't be playing to our players' strengths. And bear in mind, we had Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe back then, right? Now, the rest of the team, you can make an argument that it was trash, of course. But you're not telling me that this team is as bad as that team, because it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. The manager sets us up negatively. And me personally, some of the signings have not been good enough. Why did we sign Norgard? Why? He barely played.
Doesn't play him. What's the point?
Madaway came for 50 million. Are you joking?
Shocking sign.
Like, it's a disgrace. And the fact that they're talking about a new contract already. No. Nah. Mark my words. If he stays as manager, we're going to be in the same position again. We'll have hope, but then ultimately, what's going to happen? I know that. Tops knows that. We're going to fumble the bag like we always do. Players have come in and gone out. There's one constant: the manager. Get rid of him.
Yeah, it's mate. It's just like you said, man. It's just one of those things where it's just the same kind of cycle. We had it with Wenger in a different way, where you kind of knew it was going to get to a point where it was more kind of battling for top four. He was going to obviously maybe hint that maybe he could do something. Then we're going to go back to obviously competing for top four, then probably miss out on it like towards the end of the seasons. But with this, like you said, it's the same cycle, bro. We start off well, Arteta and the team break all these kind of irrelevant stats at the start of the season. Great defense here, great this there. But then when it comes to April, May time, they just crumble. I don't know if you've seen his record. He's only won one game in April in the last 5 years.
Did you watch his press conference? Did you watch his press conference, by the way? He's talking about bringing your lunch and bringing your dinner and all that noise. Like, bro, the fans have turned up every week. How about you show some balls and actually perform for once? Instead of serving up the crap that you've been serving us up for months, bro. How about that?
Nah, it's true, man. It's true, man. And it's a lot of the things he's saying and obviously the things he's doing. He's quite performative. Like I said, for me, you just got to be low key. And you see with the best of managers, man, they don't really say too much. They kind of keep their head down until they've achieved what they need to achieve before they start talking. I feel like there's so much noise and so much kind of I think like the social media team of Arsenal kind of don't help the situation either, with all these kind of videos dropping about this is the massive game, you need to get yourself up for it, bro. Just chill out, just relax. It's only April, like we've still got more games to go. Just make it a routine kind of performance where we're not having so much pressure built up on this atmosphere. And like you said, you're saying everyone to bring their lunches, but the football we're watching, bro, you can't get up for it. Like, nothing happens in the game. I do all the watch-along games. Bro, nothing exciting happens. Like, we don't have any shots. The opposition might have 1 or 2 shots, but it's just a standstill throughout the entire game until either one of our defenders make a mistake or we might score from a corner. Like, there's nothing to get happy for. Even the fact that we're getting excited to get corners, that's how much it goes. Like, you've got to give fans something to get excited for when they're at the games, bro. You can't just have a game that's just neutral because you want to keep control and there's nothing exciting to kind of even grasp onto someone hitting the post or a transition attack. Like, there's just nothing. It's just so stale. We've seen the game against Sporting Lisbon exactly the same. So, like, yeah, for me, bro, I just feel like the kind of emphasis on the fans is just poorly taken. I think there needs to be more kind of a responsibility taken on not only the manager and the players as a collective and themselves, but just in terms of them playing more exciting football and football that's actually going to take us over the line. Because like people have said, no one's going to give you a title. You have to take it. You have to beat someone that's either just as good or nearly as good as you at some stage of the season, man. Like, our obviously chance now is to try and beat Man City. I can't see it happening because of the tactics, the form we're in, the form they're in, etc. But bro, like, there has to be a turning point. Or like you say, we have to move on, bro. We have to get someone else. Like I said, he's done, got us to this point. He's got us challenging for the league. But again, I don't want this thing of we're just excited and accepting challenging for the league, bro. We had this with Wenger where we're just excited and accepting of just getting into the top 4. But are we actually going to win some trophies? That's what we need to do. Yeah. And yeah, man, I just think we've just wasted a lot of time in the last couple of years just kind of hoping this guy gets it right. But in reality, man, I think we all kind of knew deep down that he's had a lot of chances now. He's had a lot of money. There's no excuse. He got a striker. He got a replacement for Odegaard with Eze. He got a backup for Saka to use for Madueke so he doesn't overplay him. And still, we're looking like we potentially could throw it all away still. So for me, there's only one real reason why you would even keep him, man. And there isn't one. To be honest with you, there isn't one. So, yeah, that's my kind of take on it. Big up, obviously, everyone in the chat. Big up Red Bull. Valkyrie says, rivals calling us quad bottlers now. Arteta out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the clip of the Man City fan, Colin, drinking the bottle, man. That was
Yeah,
boy,
that's. Do you know? Do you know
bro.
what? Right, that's partner in it. Like,
Yeah,
you just gotta hold it. But
yeah, legit.
look, if I was one of those players in that dressing room, right, and if I was the manager, I would have been hurt by that.
Mm,
And there's a thing called well, I'd like to think these players have some sense of pride. I'd like to think so, but I mean, I don't know anymore. Honestly, man, I've had enough of it. I really have, and it's just gotten to a point where I literally do not care anymore. Like,
mm.
I'm not being funny, right? I'll watch the games. I'll have them on in the background, bro. But honestly, like, I'm more intrigued about what's going on, like, with your watch alongs around the game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
I
Like, the
hear it.
conversation in the chat more
Chat,
than
yeah.
the actual game itself. Because, bro, the games are crap. They are. Like, they're not entertaining to watch. Like, you can say that, oh, we don't have an elite left winger. You can say, oh, Saka's having a bad season. Like, bro, are we forgetting that he signed Eze to be a left winger? Is that what we're
Mm,
forgetting now? We're choosing to brush that under the carpet.
mm.
Like, this is the thing. Most of his signings, right? And again, no one will mention this because it makes Arteta look incredibly foolish. But the signings he's brought in to replace the players that have left, they've actually been worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm,
because if you remember, Xhaka left, he replaces him with Kai.
mm.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but Xhaka for Sunderland, he would actually be an improvement in terms of just passing range in general. Because I mean, this is what I don't understand. Why did he continue to play Zubamendi and Rice in the same team every single week? Why?
Yeah.
We don't need two sixes in the team.
Mm.
Not against Bournemouth, who have conceded the second most goals in the league this season. Like, come on. What are we doing?
It's true, man. It's true. Like, it's the thing is me, like you said, man, the guys that he's replaced or tried to replace the kind of original kind of team that played the best football, even though they didn't win anything either. Bro, they're getting like worse and worse. Like you said, we got Havertz in. He can't play in the 8. He's terrible in midfield. Don't play him in midfield again. Then we got Marino in, people forget. He really wasn't great in midfield. He's better as a number 9. Then we've tried to obviously play Zubamendi and Rice together, but that lacks a lot of creativity. We haven't got a guy that's on the ball, is press resistant as many. That's not his game, even though I feel like he is more progressive than we're seeing. I think it's a manager kind of issue when it comes to telling him to keep the ball and not be progressive more than he is, like, for example, for Spain or Real Sociedad. But yeah, bro, I just feel like what he's gone away from his principles in terms of how we were playing some good football and not replaced it enough with enough good technicians to the point where we ended up with this kind of mess of a team when it comes to, not in terms of the actual players. I think the players are good, but what he wants them to do, they can't do anymore. So he's having to restrict to them to set pieces and being like progressive and being like calm on the ball. But it's like, bro, like, we need someone that's going to take the initiative to try and push forward in these games. We can't have all these games so tight where we play like Southampton, like we're playing Bayern Munich. It's the same way where in reality we should be going to Southampton and beating them 2-3-0. But the mentality of the team comes from the manager where it's just like, keep it tight at all stages. Like, brother, we've got better players than them. Just flex your muscles a bit and take the game away from them. You can't always just live on the fine margins. And I feel like Arteta does that all the time. It's always, okay, to keep it 0-0, we'll get a corner or we'll get a look at the green and we'll win it 1-0 or we'll win it 2-1. Like, and football don't work like that. Anything can happen. We've seen it with Bournemouth's first goal. Takes a massive deflection of Saliba into the path of Krupi, finishes it. No one would have accounted for that. But you've got to in football. Things happen. People score free kicks. People score long ranges. You can see penalties. Like, you can't just hope things just don't go against you and then you just nick something and it always goes like your way, because at the end of the day you have to take the responsibility as an attacking player to make sure we go over the line, man. So yeah, man, I just think the fine margins in this team, it's just too much about it, bro. And it's not about the attacking players, and we're stifling them, bro. We look at all of our attacking players, bro. They've all regressed. None of them are as good as they were either for another team or in prior seasons, and that has to be that can't be a coincidence. That has to come from somewhere, and the tactics and from the managerial point of view, in my opinion. So yeah, man, I think there's a lot of problems, like you said, in terms of the foundation, bro. Big ol' ST says, hola, mi amigos. He says, I told you all that Kai Havertz is overrated. But Colin compared him to Audio. You're going mad. ST, why do you always do this, bro?
That was you, bro. Come on, man.
Trust me. But me and Colin were actually saying the actual, bro, the gasman people were giving to Kai Havertz when he was injured was incredible. It's not they forgot what type of player he was and who he was. People were talking like he was Bergkamp, bro, when he was injured. It was crazy, man.
Bro, but he's not the same player he was like 2 seasons ago. He's not.
No, bro. And you know what annoys me as well, Colin? Like, people don't realize that when players get injured, they don't come back the same. Like, Saka's the same. No. Havertz had, 2 surgeries in the last year. Even though I didn't rate him as much as before, he's definitely not going to be as good as he was a couple of years ago. Like, when people have surgeries on certain kind of body parts and whatnot, they're not the same kind of player. They have to either adapt or they're just not as good as they once before. We've seen him with Jesus having knee injuries. He came in as a house on fire. Now, bro, like, you can't even run. You can't even track back. That's why Arteta doesn't play him, because he can't run off the ball, bro. His legs have gone. So, yeah, man, it's just...
And you look at Odegaard as well, like how bad he's regressed since his injury as well. Yeah. But then again, this guy picks up more injuries now than... It's at the point, right, where the captain's actually becoming more of a liability than anything else. And that's a problem in and of itself. Honestly, the way I see it, would be better off maybe, if an offer comes in for him, getting rid of him. Yeah. And then putting the captaincy on Declan Rice, because let's be real, Declan Rice is the only player that comes out with any shred of respect against Bournemouth.
Yeah, he's the only one kind of trying, to be honest with you.
He just...
Yeah.
At this point, bro.
Yeah.
I'm done trying. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it'd be better if we moved the manager on at the end of the season, regardless of what happens, because no matter what, if he stays, we're not winning the title if he stays. And we might not drop so far down because the rest of the competition isn't as great as it used to be. Yeah. But even still, I want to be like just content with like finishing in those Champions League positions and maybe challenging that. That's how you get worse.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope, bro. Once you accept that reality, right, you end up slipping down the league. In fact, prime example, Spurs, right? Yeah. They were up there with like Chelsea and that, right?
Yeah.
Under Poch, right? Yeah. And slowly but surely they accepted just being in and around it, maybe challenge, but still in and around the top 4. Look at them now. After years of mismanagement, it's finally caught up with them to a point where they're going down.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it'll get that severe with us, but it's a slippery slope. Once you accept that fate, you go backwards as a club. Simple as.
And it's a good thing that you said about, obviously, the foundations have been kind of been cracked here, because the whole thing about people having faith within Arteta and the team is that at that start, it was supposed to be a process. It was a young team. It was a young manager. But obviously, the ultimate goal was to win trophies at the end of it. We're coming into 6 seasons now. He's going to be here 7th if he stays on. Bro, we had no trophies. He's not won anything. It's not like he's winning a Carabao Cup here, a Europa League there, a couple of FA Cups here. So you think, you know what? It's hard to win the 2 big ones. I accept that. But at least you're winning some trophies on the way to kind of build up the resume, build up the team. We're not winning anything. Gabriel's been here for like 5-6 seasons. He's not won a trophy. Ben White, the same. Like, these guys are getting to 27, 28, 29. Like, they're only 30 and not won a single trophy between them. It's crazy, bro. So for me, that's where I'm like, you know what? Like, you've had enough money now. You've got to be getting some trophies with this team. I'm not saying you have to win the league every year in the Champions League. They're hard to win. But on the way, bro, before you get there, you have to be picking up silverware. That's why I'm like, you know what? We don't even look like we can win a trophy on a good season. Never mind like a bad season. So it's not going to be sustainable. Even if we win like a Premier League, we're not going to win it next year. Like it's just one of those. I don't think we're going to win it now. Personally, I think that's it, man. I think that Bournemouth game, it had so much like. It reminded me a lot of like Aston Villa a couple of seasons ago when we had that game at home where he played Kai Havertz in midfield again, and we lost that game. And yeah, let's go on to Kai Havertz, man. What's your feelings on Arteta again picking Kai Havertz because in midfield? Because the last 3 games we've lost, he's played and started in midfield every single game, and we've lost the game. So you would think after 2-3 years he would learn not to blame him there, but obviously he hasn't. What's your feelings on that, bro?
There's a simple rule with Havertz, right? Unless you're going to play him with Gyökeres as a 2, don't play him at all. Because it's pointless playing him anywhere else on the pitch. I believe you said it a few, months ago? Might have been longer than that. That the Havertz signing will make or break Arteta.
Yeah, I did say that, yeah.
And but you weren't wrong in that assessment. I mean, personally, I was iffy on the signing when it happened. I didn't have that much expectation for it. But then when he started doing his thing and, putting in consistent performances, you're like, okay, that's something. Let's bring in someone that can kind of compete with him and, keep that going a little bit. Because he was in good form a few years ago. But the problem is Arteta, he likes to go back to his favorites, and it's very much like having toys in a toy box.
Yeah.
You always have that preferred one that you go, when you're a child, right? And you have that, that one toy that you love, and that's kind of sentimental value to you, right?
Yeah.
That's how I see Havertz under Mikel Arteta now, because it's like he's his favorite toy. He has sentimental value to him, and I don't know why, but it's one of them. It's one of them, and look, every manager has their favorites. I understand that. However, when it costs the team, you have to read the room and go, right, let's kind of drop the favorites. Let's try something different. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I can tell you for fine fact right now, I've watched us long enough to know that he's not going to change. He's not going to change the style. He's not going to change who he likes and who he doesn't. The fact he's not playing to Gyökeres' strengths, it says all. And even just the fact that Gyökeres has managed 18 goals this season, that says more about Gyökeres than it does the manager. Because, for all the shit he's got this season, and look, I know a lot of them have been, tap-ins and scrappy, right? But, I mean, if you're a striker and you're scoring tap-ins, I actually respect you for that because that's your bloody job.
Exactly.
I don't get it anymore, bro.
It's true.
Do you know what the annoying thing is, right? When you compare how I was, not even last year, just 2 years ago, I was positive. I'd be looking forward to the games. Now I do everything I can to avoid them.
Bad.
Seriously. See, when I'm working on a game day, I'm like, thank God. How has that happened?
It's not good, man. It's not good. And you know what it is, bro? Thinking about all the things that obviously all us fans are thinking, at this moment in time. The fact that potentially, if we do win the league, we won't have an attacking player in the PFA team of the season because none of them as a collective have been good enough. That doesn't feel right to me. The fact that us fans are not enjoying the football on a potentially way to winning the league, that doesn't feel right to me either. And it just feels like we're not going to win it because these things don't connect, man. These kind of things that you normally associate a title winning team with, a striker or attacker who carries the team through A to B. We don't have that the feeling of being anticipating. And the thing is, we've waited 22 years to win one. You'd think everyone would be excited, but because of the football, the branding of it, it's like, are we actually even going to get this over the line, man? I don't think it's going to be enough. I'll be honest, bro. I feel like, again, it's one of those things where Arteta is the reason why we're top, but then Arteta will be the reason why we don't win it. Like, it's always the case. He'll be the reason why we get to a Champions League semi-final, but it'll be the reason why we don't get to the final. Like, he's always chalk and cheese. He'll get you so far, but then he'll be the reason why it doesn't go far enough. So that's the kind of thing with him, man. There's no kind of, you know what, we're going to get to a final and we're just going to win it. We always have to lose it and then recover from it. If I have to hear, we're going to use this as fire in our belly one more time, I think I'm going to lose it. I've heard this about 5 times a season. Like, that's all he says.
Bro, I can't listen to him anymore. This is the thing. Right? And this is another thing that does fuck me off, right? See when his defenders go, oh, name me a manager that can do a better job than Mikel. Like, bro, that's not the way to think. All right? Look, every manager is going to be a gamble, barring Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
Like, Luis Enrique is almost like a dead cert, you know, guaranteed to kind of succeed kind of thing because of how much he's won. Like, he won the treble with Barcelona. He won PSG, their first Champions League. And when you watch PSG, like, they're one of the best sides in Europe. And that's down to him because he told Mbappe specifically, right, if you're not going to press, you're gone.
Yeah.
Simple, right? And that instantly commanded the respect of the dressing room. The fact he's willing to fuck over a player like Mbappe, bro, the players will probably look at that and go, whoa, if he's doing that to Mbappe, like, I better be on it then because he'll have no problems getting rid of me. Like, he's the only one that's a dead start. Everyone else is a gamble, right? Now, there's a couple of names that were circling around the fan base, right? Because some people actually would suggest Eddie Howe, and I'm just like, no. No. But if you ask me, would I take a punt on Areola? Possibly, yeah. Possibly. Because there's not many, like, when you say managers that are able to get you over the line, there's not many of them knocking about. Luis Enrique is really the only one that's like, you know, dead cert guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know, Conte maybe, but then Conte's record in Europe isn't the best, so it's more a case of like get over the line in the league and then kind of get the next guy after that, like have a succession plan in place, right?
Yeah.
But would I take a punt on Fabregas from Como because that's another name banning about? It's a huge gamble, that one. Like, I would argue Areola is a safer bet than Fabregas is because, I mean, look, Como have done fantastic, yes, but there's just something where I don't know what it is. It's not so much the fact that he left to go to Barcelona and then came back and went to Chelsea. Right? It's not that. What worries me is his comments after the Inter game where Como got slapped.
Yeah, I've seen that actually. Yeah.
Where he would rather play like that and get beaten heavily than, you know, all that, right? As big a problem as I have with the style of play, I'm not for us getting slapped like 5-2 or whatever it was. Not on a consistent basis. That's going back to like late Wenger days.
Yeah, and who does he sound like? Arsene Wenger. That's something he'd say.
Like, I'm not with that. All right, so Fabregas is more of a gamble, but would I take a punt on Areola if it meant more attacking? Because bear in mind, he's at Bournemouth, right? And they've lost what? They lost Semenyo, but they've still got decent players there. But they aren't the best defensive side in the league because of the quality of players that they've got. But purely from an attacking point of view, would I take him? Probably, yes.
Yeah, man, it's definitely up for discussion for sure, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video if you've not. and subscribe to me and Colin. Colin's obviously channel link is in the description and in the title. Red Bull says we've wasted bare money on Madueke. Should have kept Wanyeri. This manager is clueless. Even Pep knew he had to get players in January. Semenyo and Gehi. Arteta brings in a 16-year-old Arteta out. We got Carlos in the building. Said didn't watch Chelsea either. I knew what was coming. Obviously talking about Chelsea losing 3-0 home to Manchester City. Can't wait to watch Remontada tomorrow. Obviously, I'm still hoping that Liverpool can overturn a 2-0 deficit against PSG in the Champions League. Why you get Norgard and keeps him on the bench? I have no idea, bro.
No clue,
bro,
mate. No clue.
It's no clue, bro. And this is what annoys me about in terms of the usage of our funds. You brought in £52 million Madueke, who's not an improvement on Wanyeri, who you had at the club already for free. Then you buy Norgard, who you don't play, and runs Mendy and Rice into the ground. It's like, bro, if you're gonna have money, use it wisely and use the players you pick. Like, you picked all these players, you've signed them all, man. Why are you not using players you've signed? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I think that's poor on his regard. Manfield says, hi Carlos, a nice video on the altar. Carlos likes that one. Ask my name, ask my nature, says Anfield. If Arsene Wenger came out and said he'd like to get a go at Arsenal next season, only would you offer me him the chance? Says Ozzy Ange. At least you ain't Spurs. Fumbled sauce, he's moving like he's in love with Pep. It says Red Bull. I will never forget Julian coming out and saying after the Carabao Cup final it's only 100,000 cups. So what? Yeah, crazy. Normal guy says hello, Carlos. And that City fan drinking Arsenal's bottle, bruv. They're ridiculing us. Joke club. Imagine being second and everyone and mid-table teams disrespecting us. What the F? Yeah, it's very, very jarring. I can't lie, man. Teams that are not even in the division are coming up to me supporting other teams saying that I'm bottling it. It's like, brother, what have I done to deserve this, bro? What have I done to deserve? I've got people in the championship freaking bantering me. Southampton fans, Derby fans, Nottingham Forest, Leicester fans. Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Big ol' ST says that if Arteta gets knocked out of the Champions League and loses to City, would you sack him now before the season ends, even though we could still win the league? Bro, if we lose to City and lose to Sporting, bro, it's done. It's over, bro. It's done, man. I know, obviously, Man City would still have to win all the games, but even if they didn't, we wouldn't win all of ours. That's the thing. And even if we beat City, that's the thing with the Bournemouth defeat, yeah. Like, even if we somehow beat City miraculously, I could still see us losing to Fulham or losing to West Ham. Like, there's still a fumble in there.
Yeah.
These group of players and the manager have not proven they can go like 8 for 8, 7 for 7 in a crucial period of time. Whereas Manchester City players and the manager they've done it. They've just won every game before. Not saying this team definitely is going to do it, but we've never done it. Do you know what I mean? And this is kind of the best kind of squad that we've had. So that's kind of my issue with the whole thing. Like, that Bournemouth, not only the defeat, because again, I didn't think we were going to win every game, but it's more the performance. Look how we played. It was so bad. That's kind of my issue with the whole situation, bro. So yeah, man, I can't.
The way I see it, bro. The way I see it, right? And I seen a comment on Sky earlier, right? That it looked like one of the, I think it was Tim Sherwood that said it, and I know ex-Spurs guy, but still. It looked like he's saying it looked like we were playing scared. When I watched the game against City and we're parking the bus in a cup final, and then I'm watching the game against Sporting, we're parking the bus again, creating next to nothing, and then we're parking the bus against Bournemouth. Bruh, I'm saying it. I'm sorry, it's not like you can't tell me that we don't have the quality to at least cause Bournemouth problems.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, parking the bus against Bournemouth at home. Like, don't get it twisted. I'll put up with a lot. But let me tell you, parking the bus against a team at home, by the way, that have conceded the second most goals in the league, Nah, not gonna wash, pal.
Nah, I agree, bro. I agree, man. Big up Rory, man, in the building, man. Big up yourself, bro. Posted an emoji there. Hope you're well, my guy. Big up Aussie Andrew says Cecil from AFTV came out after Sporting stating that Arteta is still missing key pieces such as a left wing and right winger. Cecil is agreeing either Ray Parlour then reaching the cup final warrants a new deal for Mikel Arteta.
See, right? This is the problem with these people. They don't think. They don't use their brain. Like, look, Tops, if I asked you, right, if I said to you, right, that if we got to a cup final this year, didn't win it, and that's it. Are you even entertaining the prospect of a new deal?
No, he has to win a trophy, bro. Like this is what annoys me, man. Because like you said, like we're past the stage that what do Arsenal want to be? Are we a serious club? Or are we just a nearly club? Are we a club that's just happy to be there? Are we a participation trophy club? Like you've got to make your mind up. If we are actually a serious club, you sack him because he doesn't win anything, and then we move on to someone that's going to win you something. That's how a big club moves. We're not accepting excited just because. Even like, for example, we get to the Champions League final and don't win it, bro. Get rid of him. He didn't win it. He didn't win the trophy. He didn't win it, bro. Like we can't just be happy to be there. That this mentality has to stop now. He's been here 6 years. This is not like the first or two or 3 years into the process. Like it's 2026. You got to be delivering now, big man. Like you spent £1 billion. Everyone gets onto Chelsea.
Do you know what? Right. See on that Champions League final point, right?
Yeah.
Everyone will say, "Oh, Pochettino got to a Champions League final with Spurs. Why did they not sack him?" I'll tell you why. Because they spent next to nothing when he got them there.
Facts, bro.
Arteta, just forget the 6 years. Arteta spent 300 million this season.
Yeah, this summer, alone. That's a lot of money.
Are you telling me, right, that we cannot get what? Okay, if you want to say, oh, it's Man City, fine. But you can't tell me for even a second that we're lacking quality to beat 7th in the Championship, Southampton. No. Complete bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not having this argument anymore. I'm telling you, these people, right? These Arteta till I die people, they don't use their brains. They don't use their brains. They just think, oh, he's done well to get us to a point. Let's keep him in charge. See how it goes. Go off vibes. That's what it was like under Wenger.
Yeah, it was. I remember. It was.
And, bro, I can guarantee you, if this was Wenger, everyone's spitting dummies. Everyone's saying, get him out. He's taking the club backwards. But because the media just have this like bad reputation of Arsenal fans being, again, this is what also annoys me. This whole notion that Arsenal fans are entitled. Bro, you don't watch the games then. Because you can't tell me that we're entitled after watching this crap. Because what's the one thing that me and Tops have said consistently this season? We're okay with this style of football. If it wins us shit.
Yeah. That's the caveat, man. If it wins us stuff.
But it's not going to, is it?
Yeah, it's not.
Come on, bro. What are we talking about? Like, give me a fucking break, man.
Nah, it's true, man.
I apologize for losing my rag, bro.
That's cool, brother. No worries, man. Big up Carlos. He says the way I'm hearing you, man, crash out is why I'm calm with the Chelsea situation. Been hella blessed since 2000. Obviously, these man have won bare trophies since then.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
Yeah.
Can't really knock it, man. Big up Red Bull says signings. Don't forget Willian, Sterling, Louise. Why the F do we keep helping out Chelsea and disrespecting us? Not happy with that.
Do you know what? Willian and Louise, right? We're all under Edu, and look what happened to him at Forest as well.
Yeah, man, legit. It's crazy. Big up Flyberry says, I didn't know Bournemouth conceded the second most goals in the league. Wow, we are really off it. Yeah, man. This is, we didn't even, bro, their keeper had nothing to do, really. I remember he tipped one over the bar from, I think, Declan Rice because he was bored. He could have just left it, but he just wanted something to do. Like, bro, it was bad, man. We did not test him at all. Yeah. It's really shocking.
Do you know what the mad thing is about Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
Man United attacked them and they concede 4 goals.
Under Amarin as well.
Come on, bro. What are we talking about?
This is what I'm trying to say, brother. This is what I'm trying to say. 22 years since the last title win. Let that sink in. Many of us are running out of time to see the next Premier League title. My dad died at 56. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. We ain't got much time left, for F's sake. Yeah, man. This is what I'm saying, bro. It's mad, man.
Do you know what, bro? Do you know what? Do you know why I wear this Arsenal kit? Do you know why?
Why?
Because only I've got on the back. Henri, bro.
Big him up.
This is the first home shirt we had during when we moved to the Emirates.
Yeah.
Henri's on the back, bro. That's the Dons I remember.
Yeah.
The Dons that would know how to win, regardless of who the manager was. I mean, okay, Arsene Wenger was still a winner at that point, so it's not really fair to kind of not say like he wasn't a winner at that point because he was.
Yeah.
But even still, like, it just gets to a point, right, where the team is systemic of the manager, and whatever Arteta's done, and again, I've said this consistently, I'll never discredit the job that he's done to get us to this point, but whatever he's done, it's ended because he cannot take us any further, and you're only making the situation worse by allowing it to fester. And I'll be honest, bro, it just feels like we're sleepwalking into a decision.
No, it's true, man. It's true. Like I said, like when the fans are not happy with not only the lack of success, but the lack of the football you're playing as well. At least Arsene Wenger towards that period, we were still playing decent football. We just weren't winning. But bro, like as soon as the football left, that was it as well for him. And he'd won titles with us. This manager's only won the FA Cup. Like I know six years ago, man. Like, that's a long time ago. So yeah, bro. If you're not playing really good football and winning, and you're not playing. You're playing bad football and not winning, bro. It's a long day for you, man. It is a very long day for you, man. A big old Red Boy says if we get back by City next game, I give up. Just support teams I bet on. This close bad for my health. I hear that, brother.
Yeah.
50 million a year, no joke. Big up Jay says, yo, bro, big up yourself, bro. Hope you're good. Big up Gabs highlights as well, man. Big up, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Red Bull
you featured on his channel a fair bit, you know.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. He has got me on there. I appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate the love as always, my bro. Bro, Aubameyang won him his only trophy and transferred him out because he wouldn't let him take time off to see his sick mom. Or the F, yeah, man. A lot of problems with him and Aubameyang. Big up Gabs. He says, what about Zidane, Colin? Would you take him? That's a question for Colin.
I mean, I would. 3-time Champions League winner with Real Madrid, of course, and like a prime Ronaldo. But I don't think Zidane would. I don't think Zidane's attainable, and the reason I don't is because he's not. He said that he doesn't. Okay, it's translated from French, but you know the premise pretty much remains the same. That he's either waiting for the France job, right,
Yeah.
or Real Madrid to bring him back. Those are the two jobs I'm thinking he could be eyeing up, but
yeah.
I don't think he's coming into the Premier League. Like the only club realistically I could see him walk into if they sort their there's only one really, and that's if they sort the structure out. Man United. But again, that's with the contingent that they sort their structure out. If it remains as it is, he's not taking that job.
Yeah, no way, no. I think you found with Zidane is very smart in terms of the jobs he takes. Obviously, took Real Madrid, went back there, and he's not had a job since for a reason. Not that he can't manage another team, but he's very strategic in what jobs.
No, but he took the Real Madrid job because he has an affinity with Real Madrid.
Yeah, of course,
like he when you think about Real Madrid, you're thinking Figo, Zidane, Ronaldo, you know, these guys, right? So it's understandable why he took the Real Madrid job. But does he have an affinity with United? No. Does he have an affinity with any other club? Not really. So for me, it's either Real Madrid or it's the France job. It's one of them. I don't think he goes to any other club just because he doesn't have an affinity with many clubs outside of that Real Madrid, France kind of bubble. But that's smart because, look, I don't know if Zidane would do well in the league or not, but I think he would almost have to like brush up tactically, because the Premier League's very much like tactical and all of that. And, you know, with Real Madrid, you just have to manage the group. The players do the rest of it.
Mm.
So there is that. But that's why Xabi Alonso failed. Xabi Alonso, I actually think is going to do really well at Liverpool.
Yeah.
I do. Because, one, Xabi Alonso is actually a really good manager. Like, if you watch them at Leverkusen, you know, like, they played brilliant stuff.
So
They did.
football, yeah.
And if he brings that to Liverpool, you know, they'll. Do you know what it is? I just think Slot inherited a Klopp team that would have won the league anyway, and he's tried implementing his own ideas, and it's not worked. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Liverpool next season if they do get Xabi Alonso as well, man. Big up Nick. She said, he said, sorry, Arsenal got away with a lot of illegal goals during set pieces. The refs are watching now and they can't get away with goals, blocks, pulling and bullying goalkeepers.
I don't think it's honestly. I don't think it's even that. I just think that Arteta as a manager has been found out.
Yeah. I mean, that's what, bro. I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago when we played City in the FA Cup and we lost 1-0, but tactically Pep kind of figured out what Arteta was going to do. And then in the game later on in the season, we lost 4-1 because he kind of outmatched him. I feel like this is kind of similar with this cup final game. That tactic he did with Kepa and not allowing Arsenal to have the ball from the goalkeeper, knowing that we've not got anyone to kind of be on the ball in midfield that's press resistant to kind of turn and do stuff. Bro, every team now, they're doing it. Southampton did it. Obviously, Bournemouth were doing it, letting Ray have the ball for 30 seconds because there's no one comfortable in that midfield to kind of turn, or they've been told structurally not to kind of take that risk in that kind of midfield area. And again, I feel like when you get exposed in terms of your tactics, bro, you have to be adaptable. That's the one thing I say about Pep. Pep made a mistake in the Real Madrid kind of ties, playing those kind of tactics, but now he's integrated Shirky in that kind of final role with Semenyo and Haaland. You see them scoring loads of goals now. So I think Pep's ability to adapt and change his tactics mid-season when things are not working compared to Arteta is chalk and cheese in my opinion, man. But yeah, Carlos says being an Arsenal fan is a social experiment. I've never seen a fan base bantered like this before in my life, bro. The fact that we're having teams that are not in the division, say second again, ole is crazy to me. But yeah, that's what this is. The thing is, though, we always live up to these banter names, these bottle jobs, and we can't get over the line because we do exactly what they're saying we do. We don't get it over the line. That's the only way you kind of get rid of this kind of banter and the bottle and stuff like that is when you actually start winning trophies. That's why I'm so passionate about Arsenal kind of getting over the line, because it stops this, because you can say, look at the medals that we've got now, look at the team, look how many trophies they've won, how many finals they've been in. But until you do that, bro, it's just going to continue, innit? So yeah.
Do you know what the mad thing is, bro, right? I watched West Ham Wolves on Friday, and do you know what? I actually enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it? That's sad. The fact that my joy this season is coming out of Tottenham getting relegated, bro. Nah.
And how well did your man do, by the way? You were spot on with that analysis as well. I can't remember, is that him, Edo Tudor, bro? He didn't even last the season. Oh my god, crazy,
mate, bro. Listen, man. I know, bro. When it comes to Serie A and all that shit, I know my stuff.
Yeah,
I know my shit, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I agree, man. Yeah, you do, man. You do.
I mean,
but yeah,
look, that Tottenham team is crap. Like, irrespective of who the manager is, that Tottenham team is garbage. And then I seen like Van de Ven and Romero cry, and I'm like, bro, you're just realizing the situation you're in now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even see Romero's out for the season. He's done something to his knee, so he's out for 2 months. So yeah, they're gonna be having him.
Yeah.
About him as well, man. So it's looking dark for Tottenham, bro. Because the thing is, I can't see them winning a game. That's the thing. And they need
me neither.
So, it's looking very dark for them, man. I can't lie. Big got SC says Colin spitting facts about Pochettino. 100%, man. Exactly. 100%. Big got Carlos. He says Colin is an actual real one. He's landing it. 2013-14, these guys were accusing Mourinho of making excuses for not winning the title. It took him 2 years the second time around at Chelsea. Arteta 6 years, question mark. Hey, with more money as well.
Do you know what, Carlos? Yeah, you know what I would say about that 13-14 season, right? Back then, you lot were not far off the title. You weren't. I would say you were a striker, a DM, and you had John Terry there, and you had Cahill as well. Maybe an additional like centre back or left back as cover, and you were there, right? You had Courtois was at Atletico on loan, so you didn't have to worry about the goalkeeper, right? He was coming back.
Mm.
But what did Mourinho do in the 14-15 season? Diego Costa, Matic, Fabregas.
Mm. This is it, man. This is it. And they won it. And the League Cup as well in the next season. So, oh dear.
You look at how they played. This is the thing, right? People just have this misconception that Mourinho played boring football at that point. Bro, 14-15 Chelsea, they were brilliant.
Yeah, no, they were.
They were brilliant.
Yeah, especially that first half of the season, they were killing it, man.
You had Hazard and Costa linking up amazing. Like, bro, they were brilliant. They really were. Like that version of Mourinho's team doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion.
Yeah, a winner, man. He's a winner. We got ST. Arsenal fans are the most patient fans in the world. People who say we're ungrateful are not right. Legit, man. I mean, well, I don't get it, man, to be fair. Okay, if he wins it, but he's not winning it, Pep is laughing. Pick up your guess. Last top I bought was 2003 or 4 Invincibles. Thierry Henry 30 that year, F's sake. Yeah, scored 30 that year. He did, man. He had a proper team, bro.
Do you know what the mad thing is about that home kit, right?
Yeah.
That's the same home kit that when we won the league in 2002 as well. We didn't change home kits for what? We didn't change home kit for about what, 2 years?
Yeah, 2
Probably longer than that. Now we're charging 3 kits a season. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, bro. I prefer it back in the day, man, when you used to have a kit for a couple of seasons rather than every year you get 3 new kits. It's like, brother, you don't need a new kit every year, especially when some of the kits are decent. I mean, I don't know if you see next year's kit. I'm not really a fan of it, man. The home one anyway. I'm not really feeling it, but yeah.
Mate, honestly, I have not bought the last home kit I bought, right? Okay, it was this one. But modern day was 21. Wait, no, it was 2021 was the last one I bought. And I've not bought one since.
Yeah, don't blame me, man. I don't blame you, brother. Do not blame you. Big Carlos, he says Thiago and João Pedro are better strikers than Havertz. Stops the ST. O2 sponsor top brings back memories. It sure does, man. Proper nostalgia for sure. Proper nostalgia, man. Some people are talking Fabregas. I want a manager with better experience. Tired of the experiments. As Red Bull. Brother, all these jokers keep banging on about supporting mental health, yet they're ganging up against us, bullying, probably hypocrites. And Carlos says, I don't listen to anyone that says that, Colin. LOL, I ignore them. Obviously, on about them not playing good football in that year, man. But
listen, man. Like, just this is how you know people don't watch the games. Like, bruh.
No,
you lot were good that season. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Colin, I'll ask you one more question before we come to a close. What's your feelings on obviously the game on Wednesday? Sporting Lisbon, obviously, we were 1-0 up after beating them away from home. 1-0 Kai Havertz last minute goal to reach the semi-finals of the Champions League. What kind of team would you play? Is it a thing where we could maybe use this game to try and gain some momentum into the Manchester City game? Or is it a thing where you're just kind of thinking that's kind of it now for the season? Like, what's your kind of thoughts on it, bro? Unless the manager makes any changes, which I know you said you don't think he will. But yeah, what's your kind of feelings on it, man?
No. I mean, we'll probably win the game because we're at home. But I mean, I don't know. Like this is the thing that people need to get through their heads. When I look at this team, right, it's at the point where I don't think personnel matters anymore. Like it just doesn't. Like whatever team we play, we look absolutely fucking clueless. In possession, out of possession. Like, it's one of them, isn't it? It's one of them. And that comes back to the manager. Because now all right, there's a few that are questionable, right? Calafiori's questionable. Odegaard's questionable, but Odegaard's been shocking for a while anyway, so it doesn't matter. Saka's questionable. Timber is questionable. He runs these players into the ground. All right? Now, if I had to pick a team that, well, from the available players that we've got, Raya, even he's making Kepa mistakes now. Fuck's sake, man. If Ben White's fit, I mean, he should have. How he's still knocking around mystifies me. Like that he should have been sold time ago, bro.
Yeah, but again, ran him into the ground last year, man. Played him when he was injured, bro.
Ran him into the ground. Yeah. Saliba and Gabriel probably play centre back.
Yeah.
Unless, is Ben White injured or not? I don't know.
No, I think it's going to be available. I mean, you could play Mascara there if you wanted to, but just I don't know if you can play 3 games in a week.
Look, we know what the manager's going to do. He's going to play Ben White.
Yeah,
he's going to play Ben White
till he breaks down.
But again. I mean, bro, he's looked shaky anyway.
Yeah, legit.
The left back options, there's Nkapé, there's Lewis Skelly. Personally, I'm going with Nkapé because, bro, Miles Lewis Skelly doesn't know the left back position. He just doesn't. I've watched him enough this season to know that he doesn't know it. Like, so it'll be Nkapé. If it's Miles Lewis Skelly, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, it'll be Nkapé.
But would it surprise me if the manager played Lewis Skelly at left back? Absolutely not. No, it wouldn't. But again, it goes back to that question. Doesn't matter who the personnel is. No, no, it doesn't. It's systemic, bro. It's systemic. And this is what people need to get into their heads. This manager's time is done. All right? I'm not even focusing on the players anymore. Do you know why? Because I've seen enough to know that it's not them. It's the manager. All of it is systemic. If you can't see that, you can't see the wood from the trees. It's like you're walking into like a fucking pawn shop or Tesco or Asda, going in blind, just go like this. That's what you're doing.
That's true.
It is what it is, bro. Right? And Drago said it perfectly. Praise the genius or hold the out. The mad thing is, when it goes well, right, the manager gets all the praise in the world.
Yeah, he does.
He's a genius. He's the second coming of Jesus Christ. When it goes wrong, it's the players. Does that, honestly, Tops, does that make any sense to you?
Nah, it's got to be like I said, like he'll be the reason why we win it. He'll be the reason why we lose it. Like you can't have him be the reason why we do something good, and then when he doesn't go well, it's all the players that he's bought. Like he's bought them all, so that is still his fault anyway. Even if you think these players are not good enough, he spent 65 on Havertz. He bought not Lewis again. He bought Norgard. He bought all of these players. So yeah, either way, it goes round back to him anyway. Because again, like obviously Bulgarian says, bro, this is his 7th year. He's not a rookie. It's not like he's his first season or his first 6 months. He's been here long enough now to know how this works, man, and to identify players good enough for us to kind of get over the line. If he's not done that, then that's on him as well. So, yeah, there's no way around it, brother. There is no way around it for me.
No.
But yeah, man. Big up Bernardo says, I think Sporting are going to do a remontada. To be honest, I'm in disbelief. They play more than Bournemouth. Hey, listen, you can't rule it out, man. They already came back against Bodo Glimt. Obviously, he was at home compared to away, but bro, we've been knocked out by Sporting in a European competition under Arteta a couple of years ago in the Europa League, man.
They were unlucky last week, mate. Honest to God, if they take even one of those chances, different game, bro.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Raya, we would have lost the game. Like, let's be real. Like, Raya saved, especially in our first save he did onto the bar, bro. Like, if they score that, completely different game. So, yeah, this is not a foregone or foregone conclusion, bro. We already know that the football that we generate is not going to obviously generate loads of chances. So, if we're not on
you know what he's going to get? You know what he's going to get if we lose in midweek, bro? You know what he's going to get? He's going to get the whole, oh, this is a real bottle job. You had the easiest side of the bracket, which is true, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, bro, look, Liverpool, okay, when you look at the other side, right, it's Bayern, Real Madrid, PSG, Liverpool. Bro, we've had, what? Sporting, Leverkusen.
Potentially Atletico Madrid to get to a final of the Champions League. Look at that lineup to get to the final, bro. No Barcelona, no PSG, no Bayern Munich, no Real Madrid, no Liverpool, no Man City, none of them. We would have none of them. No Barcelona, none of them.
Bro, you could not have asked for an easier, it's not really easy, but easier run
easiest,
to the Champions League final. Right? Barcelona and Atletico aside, because those will be difficult games.
Yeah, of course.
But compared to the other side of the bracket, it's chalk and cheese.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, if Liverpool win, they're still potentially going to have to face either Bayern Munich or Real Madrid just to get to the final. So they want to have to beat PSG and Real Madrid or Bayern Munich to get to a final. Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Big ol' Red Boy says Arteta was blaming everyone but himself, the Joker. Bulgarian says 2020 and 21 and 23, 24 are the seasons where Arteta switched formation and style approach. Midterm this year, he's doubled down on the fine margin, low risk approach.
Do you know what I rate about? Do you know what I rate about those seasons? Right, 2020, right, that 2021 season, right? He tried to play a more expansive style, but he realized that he didn't have the players to pull it off. Thus, we were getting battered week to week. So he changed it mid-season to kind of steady us a little bit, right? Which I do rate. You've read the situation, fine. 23-24, even though we weren't great at the beginning of the season, we were still playing, electric football at times in the latter stage of the season. So you can get behind it, right?
Yeah.
This season, he's gone with one style and he's not changed it once.
Yeah, at all.
This is the thing. Like, he just thinks that the way that if we just ride it out the whole season and just scam wins, that everything's all right. Bro, that style only gets you so far because, look, whether people want to say it's entitlement or not, what do fans want to see? They want to be entertained. They want to see an attractive style of football, especially at a big club, by the way.
Yeah.
Especially at a big club. Why do you think Man United fans weren't happy with Jose? Because it was boring to watch. Why do you think Tottenham fans weren't happy with Jose and Conte? Because it wasn't great. Honestly, this boring style, it might get you results in the short term, but it's not sustainable long term. It's just not.
No, it's facts, man. It's facts. So yeah, man, that's been another good episode of Arsenal and Chill. Obviously, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you guys follow Colin. Obviously, his channel link is in the description and in the title. Colin, what you got coming up, man? Anything good for the people to lock in for? I know you've been doing well on your. Well, I say you've been doing well on the. Trying to people how it's going, bro.
Okay. Chill out. Now listen. We well, to be honest, I've not done the journeyman save in a while because, and partly because like there's been a whole sickness bug going around. Ideally, I would have liked to do one last week, but I was completely out of it. Like, whole room was spinning and shit. So it was just one of them where I'm like, you know what, take the week to kind of recover. Is what it is. And that's why I got a video on Sunday, because I was feeling well, not even Sunday. That's why I got a video on Saturday, because I was feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
But hopefully this week, I'm planning to get at least one Arsenal FM video out and at least one live stream done this week as well. At least, I don't know if it'll be midweek because obviously Arsenal play and all that, and to do a live stream during that would be kind of counterproductive because channel views will go that views will fluctuate, right? And you want it when it's at its max level. So that's probably why I won't do it then. But even still, I am planning to do one of them, and hopefully we can continue the momentum that we're on with Aberdeen. Funnily enough, same division, ended up going to a bigger club after getting sacked by St. Johnstone. And the mad thing is, they actually said when they sacked me that they were happy to be rid of me. So just saying, bro. Listen. I didn't want to be there, bro. I didn't want to be there. But you know what the mad thing is? I'm top of the championship. Even when I was missing key players, like both my goalkeepers, I still managed to scum a 1-1 at home against St. Johnstone.
Oh, there you go.
So what does that say about that, man?
There you go, man. Make sure you guys check that out. He's having a fun time, and it's a lot of fun in the chat as well when you're over there. So yeah, check that out, man. But yeah, man, me and Colin are out of here. I'll be back to do a watch along for this game. Hopefully, we can at least give me something to kind of smile about, man, after this weekend's horrific.
Tops, can I just ask you a question before we go?
Go on,
a real question, right?
Yeah, go on, man.
Be honest with me now.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this watch along? Do you want to do the watch along? Yes or no?
No, particularly. Like we said earlier, bro. I only do it because I like interacting with the chat, bro. I like the conversation we have. That's what I'm more paying attention about rather than the game. If we score or win, it's like whatever. But brother, these games are horrible. They're horrible to watch. I can't even lie. But yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, man. But yeah, big up the chat, man. Big up everyone supporting me and Colin, man. Appreciate it. And we'll be back soon, man. But yeah, peace and love, people. We're out, man.